Solo.
And hello, welcome to solo playthroughs. Yeah, I started 10 minutes early. And yeah, that light's out because I need more light bulbs, apparently. But Sagitt's here says, I was about to play Mage Knight, but looks like you will play and I will impede. Well, or you went to get a beer or something because you thought you had 10 minutes. Hang on, you were starting early. I am starting early because I was bored. I don't know. I was ready. We probably won't get into actual gameplay for 10 minutes. So if you're watching this later, and you don't really care about the shenanigans between me and Sagitt. And Tom Willinger is also in the house, or Willinger. I probably should know how to pronounce that by now. Yeah, you can skip ahead 10 minutes to get into actual gameplay. I do have news for Tom. Tom, I finally got the expansion to Uprising yesterday. So it arrived rather unheralded. I just got a notification that I had something being shipped to me, and I deduced that it was Uprising, but I actually got no shipping notification from anyone earlier, so that was a little bit not great. I do not like not getting 17 notifications about packages. I live in a city where packages have a tendency to walk away if left unattended on my step for too long. So, but fortunately, I did get the final notification from USPS that I had something coming, and I was happy to see that it was Uprising. So have that mostly sorted and get my head wrapped around some of the new rules, but hopefully I'll have that on the channel soon. I still absolutely love that game. Sagitt says we are mostly here for the counting to 16 and shuffling anyway. And Thomas says great. I will be streaming again this week. Just kind of go into the schedule ahead of time that I have some time to kill. I will be doing a playthrough of Dangerous Business and maybe a little bit from Draft of the Dragons. Those are both expansions of Merchants of Magic. I very much am surprised how much I like Merchants of Magic. It is a relatively simple roll and write set in the world of Setawatch. It is really taken in my game group. It's a nice filler game for us. And it's got enough meat on the bones to really give you some things to think about and some nice combos. It's not like Hadrian's Wall combos with roll and writes, but there's a lot there. The expansions, I think, will add a lot to it. I'm still not convinced it's going to be a great solo game. I'm just exploring the demo rules of the solo mode. I understand the actual version will have a little bit more bells and whistles in the way of it, but very appreciate Rock Manor Games. They've been very supportive of the channel. I do appreciate them sending me a demo copy, and worst case scenario, even if I don't love it as a solo game, I will definitely sing its praises as a roll and write. I'm not a roll and write guy. I do not like most roll and writes. This one really has some serious staying power in my group. So I'm excited to get to that on Friday. Thomas Willinger says, you will love the new factions. I guess they're so different. Yeah, I mean, just from sorting the components, I was like, this is different. I also have the Blessings of the Gods mini expansion, which they put out in the first Kickstarter to help with funding when the world went to shit. And I have the extra items and the allies deck as well. So there's a lot there. That again, I could see where getting into the Ragnarok difficulty, if you're giving yourself all those little extra things here and there, how it could add up, and all of a sudden those higher levels of difficulty become a little bit more feasible. So very excited to get that back to the table. So again, Merchants of Magic, I have a demo copy of Rogue Angels, which I want to get to the channel sooner rather than later. Still need to get back to Trailblazers. Have about 3 or 4 patron challenges that I want to get to. So again, if I can continue doing this once or twice a week, we'll start getting through all the long litany of things on my list. It had been way too long since I've been to Mage Knight. I think I looked, the last time I played Mage Knight was indeed the last time I streamed it, so we're going back to July. I do feel rusty as hell, so I will need a chat assist more than once, I'm assuming. So I think I've gotten close enough to my schedule start time? No, not really. But we're going to start shuffling. So shuffling up the regular units. If people want to start voting on who I should be playing as here, I really have no plan. So I'm open for anything. We have the elite units, which I'm shuffling up. Saja says, "Woof." What are we woofing, dude? Did I just woof? I mean, of course I woofed. I just don't know what I woofed. I feel like the colors are a little bit washed out too, so sorry about that. Just not streaming as much means I'm tweaking my my setup less than I used to, which in some ways is a good thing. In some ways is not ideal. This goes here. I'm gonna shuffle up the artifact deck. So that just says I played about 5 times last week. Solo Mind's Liberation, 4 losses. Yeah, Mind's Lib's so good. I did think about, I mean, the last time I streamed, it was Solo Conquest. I did think about doing Volkare's Quest or Volkare's Return, but honestly, it had been so long. I just didn't want to deal with the upkeep, and there's not a ton of rules overhead, especially with Quest, but I just didn't want to deal with it. Just like, let me go. Let me go back to Old Faithful. Quest is still probably my favorite play to play the game, but Solo Conquest is obviously a very tried and true way to experience this game as a solo player. So, all right, this goes here. I do remember learning the game where I had the book of scenarios, and I just was like, oh, I assumed that there were so many different ways to play, and I finally beat Solo Conquest, and I was like, wait, there's not really that many ways to play in the base game rulebook. But then once you get to the Volkare's Return, Volkare's Quest, and then the channel really helped me expand into all the Tesla stuff, Mind's Lib. What's the other one in the base game? There's Mind's Lib, and then there's the other one that's probably a little bit too easy. Dungeon Lords. Yeah, it's again definitely a little bit too easy. So that's shuffled. You have not played since July. What's the wolf is about? You haven't played Krang in a while, so go with that. Ooh, yeah, I do love me some Krang, man. That's hard to beat. That is the early leader in the clubhouse. Yes, Krang's so good, man. Again, last time I played, I tried to do 1120 on with Arethia. I ended up doing 1122 accidentally because I'm a doofus, but still was able to pull it off. Arethia is quite strong. And I know for Krang is probably the one haven't played in the most amount of time. So I like that suggestion a lot. We will go with that. Bam. All right, I need a dummy player. I have in front of me Bravelar, Tovak, Goldix, Norwas, Wolfhawk, and Arethia. I rolled a 2. Tovak in the house. Don't mind that. I find get the right combination of his skills. They can be pretty useful. We will take out the cooperative. Nope. Cooperatives are going to be over there. We will proxy with the competitive. Blah, blah. Discoloration, blah, blah. I did go ahead and take out Volkare's camp now that I'm learning how to speak in proper English sentences again. Just felt the variance with that, and 1122 just wasn't going to be very fun to pull Volkare's camp today when I haven't played in forever. So that is one thing to consider. Do you need to get Tovak's? Well, whatever. I'll use Arethia's deck because it's just easier with what I have in front of me. And let me give me Tovak's skill card. There you go. Actually, I can take out Tovak's deck while I'm here. Great, that worked. Krang's deck. Bravelar. Don't need you today, sorry. Go back to being a druid and hanging out with animals and other assorted druid things that you do. And you can go in there as well. All right. Krang skill card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Still got it, baby. Adam JC, what's up, Greg? I just got my Uprising expansion delivered. Started the game doing a practice game since I'm a little rusty before playing expansion content. Yeah, I was just talking to Tom about that. I got the Uprising stuff myself. I'm super stoked, and Tom has already given me a pretty awesome patron challenge involving Uprising, so look out for that hopefully sooner rather than later. Saget, against high level cities, your odds are best for the Rethi and Krang in my experience. Tom Chick, amazing night stream. What a wonderful October surprise. So happy to see you again, Greg. You missed something fierce. I'll be watching a replay this later, but so happy to see you again. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, it's I definitely miss streaming. I don't necessarily miss like learning a new game every week. Although I'm still learning a fair amount of new games, but it was getting a little crazy, you know, which is part of the growth of any channel. I mean, you get a channel where you get a certain number of subscribers, and all of a sudden, people start sending you things, and I wasn't always the greatest at saying no, and generally did not regret that. Again, I played a lot of games I really liked, a lot of games I liked but didn't like enough to keep. But yeah, now it's going to be working through my last few review copies and demo copies, and then it's going to be Spirit Island, Mage Knight, and kind of the best of is where I see the future of this channel going. But who knows? I mean, I do have a copy of Apiary coming my way. That's the new Stonemeyer title. That actually looks, I'm not a huge worker placement guy, but that game looks really interesting from what I've seen about it. So, and who doesn't want to be a space bee? I mean, how can you do much better with such a theme than that? Saja says, I miss new Maze Night content equally, dude, but hey, life has its mysterious ways. Yeah. We will see. All right. But it has been nice to be a less of a cave troll in my last few months. I'm not gonna lie about that. Actually having an office I'm going to and doing some important work. So hopefully we'll see where it takes me in the next couple of years. But excuse me, I have definitely something stuck in my throat. Hold on one sec. And we're back. All right. Toback stack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Shuffle this up. We're going to have 2 blues and a red. This will come over here. And it's been a minute since I've set this up. Let's do the spell offer. We have Underground Travel, we have Demolish, and we have Wings of Wind, Wings of Night. And over here we have Agility for the advanced actions, Learning, and last but not least, Song of Wind. Now, Fences, if I'm butchering that, I apologize. It's a relatively new patron of mine. Fences does have a mini challenge for me that he wants me to, when I see spellbending, he wants me to take it, and or space bending, he wants me to take it, and he wants me to explore all the amazing effects of the stronger effect of space bending. So that is something I will indeed be trying to have my eye on. I'm not promising I will do it the first time I see space bending, and I will not force it to come out of the spell offer, but eventually it will come out in a game, and I will take the opportunity to grab it when it makes sense. All right. So in Solo Conquest, it is what, 722. I'm always pretty sure that's what it is, but I always want to make sure. So 722. I'm going to roll a d6 here. I rolled a 3. Roll the d6 again. I rolled a 2. Those are the those core non-city tiles. We have our 4 city tiles here. Again, I took out Volcaire's Camp. We have 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled a 3, so that's the middle one. And then I will set these accordingly. Roll the die. That's a 5. Useless. Useless again. 3 5s. 1, 5, 6, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. That's the bottom of our terrain deck. I'm gonna shuffle these. Countryside tiles, we'll get 7 of these off the top. I will throw one around for good measure. I will throw 5 more around for good measure. And cut the deck once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Should be 7 left. Indeed, there are. Alright. Terrain is good. We'll get our unit offer. Again, so the Conquest unit offer is the number of actual players, which is 1 plus 2. So we have our Utum crossbowmen. We have some Guardian columns. And then we have some peasants. I'm going to roll these 3 dice. I got a white, and a black as my offer. Not the greatest of offers. And let's set up our initial terrain. So we have a mage tower, a deep mine, and an orc, along with a magical glade and a swamp over there. And then we have a keep, a ruin, and a monster den. So it is day, so the ruin will go face up. We'll place that first. It is spend 3 red, get 7 fame. Well, any temptation I would have had to go there is clearly not there anymore. The mage tower, wait, no, the keep goes face down because we are not adjacent to it. Bam. The mage tower goes face down because we are not adjacent to it, and the orc will go face up. I don't have a huge urge to get to the mage tower, but I don't hate it. Getting the Uton crossbowman could be indeed helpful. So I mean, doing that keep, trying to lean into a keep strategy early, and then being able to recruit the Uton crossbowman makes some degree of sense. And here we have the Cthulhu panda dudes. I'm gonna say prowlers because I never get them right. Trackers, damn it! I lose again. Whoa, so much chat. All right, what do we got here? Tom Chick says Spirit Island, Mage Knight, and the best of exactly what I like here. I love seeing you replaying your favorites, and the fact that you're not a typical cult of the new is a huge selling point. Mike Owens, what's up, Mike? I was intrigued by APR, but ended up not pre-ordering it. Decided to spend too much money on a few other wish list games that I don't have to wait for. Sagitt says, meanwhile, we're about 80% through our ATO game. We are rocking a pretty incredible crew now. Some of the Garen combos plus rolls we are doing are very neat and much deeper than early on. Interesting. Yeah, I'll get back to ATL at some point. Paul Grogan and I talked about doing a live stream cooperatively. We were trying to figure out the logistics of that. I know he's going on a honeymoon or something, and there was Essence, so stay tuned for that. That indeed I think is still in the works. I have to reach out to Paul to see that. And sorry about, I know there's a lot of glare. Oh, I'm so out of practice, guys. My whole thing has got to crap. It's not really helping, is it? Nope, not helping. Well, we have some glare. I'm still gonna be stubborn. I'll put that up. That's fine. But yeah, good to hear that you're still with ATO. I still really do like that game. I will get back to it for sure. I'm not done with it. I'm definitely done with it for the channel. That was an ambitious undertaking. No regrets, but yeah, don't see myself doing that again, other than the potential chance to do it along with Paul. All right. Mike Owen says, that's awesome, Sagitt. I just picked up 51st State, The Loop, and Sentinels of the Multiverse that I'm anxious to dig into. I'm very curious about The Loop. I liked 51st State, never played it solo, and I bounced hard off Sentinels, but that's probably says more about me than the game itself. Sagitt says 51st State is really cool. Can highly recommend. Adam, I love spellbending. Very satisfying and fun when you pull it off. Sagitt says neat pace, good theme, well-oiled game, an insane amount of content. That's about 51st State. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the designer, but that's one because Robinson Crusoe was, and two, yeah, I just don't like how he's carried himself in the board gaming space in recent years. But you know, I have opinions. He isn't a huge fan of me apparently, so we're good. Not personally, just the existence of me in general. He doesn't like people that stream playthroughs because, you know, why would he want people promoting his board games? Mike Owens, that's the one I was most excited for, but we've had company for the last few days, so I haven't had any time to play anything outside of BGA. Saja says time bending can win you the game, but it kind of has its own setup, and you need to have crystals. Tom Chick, are you guys talking about 51st State as a solitaire game or multiplayer? Saja says I've only played 51st State as 2-player. It fits very well for that. Mike Owens, a solitaire. The new edition has a new automa that's supposed to work well. If I convince a roommate to play a 2-player, though, I would. Neither of my roommates are big board gamers, though. Saja says, you know my preference. My vote is for Demolish. Oh, that is pretty good. That's actually really good. Tom Chick, Mike, you mean the 2023 Ultimate Edition of 51st State? The Merits Investigation. Ali Maleki, hello, dude. Hello, Ali. Mike Owen, just a true. Said just Paul on you. Oh my god, I want that to happen. Tom Chicks has played ahead Mage Knight versus Paul Grogan. Oh god, I would love that too. I actually I met a dude in Philly who's like, of course he's a German guy. Of course he is. And he's played a lot of competitive Mage Knight. So I think we've set it up that at some point, one of these weekends, we're going to try to make this happen, because I really do want to play this competitively at least once. Saget Wolf, a good burn for Ignacy randomly snuck in there. Look at you. I mean, I'm not trying to make friends anymore. So we are good. All right. Let's make it happen. Demolish is indeed interesting. I don't love the idea of having to get there with the movement and not get the extra card, and then I'm stuck there, and even if I got underground travel, can't go under the lake. But yeah, we'll see if Demolish isn't going away anytime soon. Wings of Wind is also very enticing. My love for that game when I first learned the game was huge, because again, I had the broken original version of Wings of Night. They nerfed it, and then again, when you're playing at these levels, Wings of Night only goes so far because your enemies, there's so many enemies, right? Whereas if you were facing 4 or 5 enemies, like, yeah, the idea I can have 3 of them not attack me and then do some other things, it's pretty cool. But it does lose its utility the bigger those armies get, because a lot of times you're still getting knocked out if you don't have the cards that give you the attack that you're going to need, at least in my humble experience. So we get Savage Harvesting, we get Concentration, we get Promise, and we get Determination, and we get Crystallize. Okay. Planning seems to make some sense. I don't love that I have Promise in my starting hand, because I'm hoping to do something there, but we do still have Ruthless Coercion in my deck, and Improvisation. I can make this work. So we're going to take Planning. We're going to roll a die for Tovek. Toby rolls a 4. Nope, already did that, sir. He gets 1. So 1 comes out of the game. I'm 4. Let's make the magic happen. So Toby's going to go. We get a white. We get a red. Don't be blue. Don't do it. It's green. Excellent. There is no monastery, so I don't have to worry about advanced actions. The Uniloffer. Again, I feel like I'm going to forget many, many things. I'm definitely not attacking this turn, but I'm going to use Savage Harvesting and Crystallize. Ooh. I could use Savage Harvesting and Promise. And then, but then I would have 2 whites. Who wants that many whites? What's this turn when you move? You just get a card to get a crystal of the same color. I can do this to get a blue, which is probably better. Hold on to Promise. At least see what I'm dealing with. All right, so Savage Harvesting. Move 2. Once this turn, when you move a space, you may discard a card to get a crystal of the same color. If you discard an artifact, you may choose the color. So I'm moving into this space. As I'm moving, I'm discarding Crystallize. I mean, one of the benefits of re-rolling, getting a blue would help me power Determination. I could also get a red if I need it from Concentration. We have other options. Yeah, we're gonna just do this. I really like if I could re-roll, maybe get a green, but with my luck, I'll re-roll. If I played Crystallize, powered it with a white, I get a white crystal. But if I re-roll and it's a black, then I'm going to be SOL. I mean, I don't want to discard Determination. That makes no sense. So Savage Harvesting, what I'm thinking is I could discard Promise, get a white, and then power Crystallize with the white mana, and then I would have 2 whites. But that's just probably an unnecessary number of whites, and I probably should hold on to the promise because I'm trying to get the crossbowman after I defeat whatever the garrison is at the keep. All right, all that to move one space, discard that. Oh, he ain't so bad. I am going to get a blue crystal because of crystallize. And that will be the end of my turn. I discard this. I'm going to draw 3 more cards, 2 to get to 5, and then 1 more because of planning. I've gotten 0 attack. There we go. That will help a whole lot. So 3. It's 3 to move in. Oof. I'm not even sure I can block the 5. Block the 6. Block the 6. I need 5 to kill. Plus the 3 to move in. Yeah, I'm going to be taking some wounds. Block. I can get attack 5 with a red from here. Which would kill him, but then I wouldn't have the move 6. I wouldn't have the block 6 and the move 3, because that would give me move 3, but then I wouldn't have the block 6. I get to save the blue. I still have tranquility, so I should be able to heal 2. We'll just take the 3 wounds, and then we'll go from there. All right. Tovak, he's going again. It's a blue. It's a blue. That's right. Get those blues off of there. And a green. That's great. He's got 10 cards left in his deck. My turn. This is super not efficient. Move for... I mean, the white gives me... Maybe let's get this way. If I move 4 with this, I can get attack 5, get a red from this, and then I'm blocking 5. Yeah, I'm 1 short no matter how I cut it. So let me hold on to the blue. So that moves 2. Moves 3, actually. So I'll use improvisation and discard that to get move 3. I move into here. I lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. I'm going to take 3 wounds to my hand. 1, 2, and 3. And then I am attacking. I'm going to use swiftness to give me a attack 3. Determination gives me an attack 5. That's enough to kill this dude. I get 4 fame. I go from 0 up to 4. I'm going to put a shield on this keep. And I'm going to re-roll the white. It's a gold. Look at me rolling well. These cards are out. These cards are out. These cards stay, along with these 3 wounds. That gives me up to my hand limit of 5. And then planning still triggers. The wounds count, but I still have 2 non-wound cards anyway. So I'll get a 6 card. It's a stamina. That is good. All right. Tovak. 1, 2, 3. It's a white. He's going very slow. He has 7 cards left in his deck. My turn. I'm going to use the gold power concentration, get the stronger effect of promise +2, so that's 6 influence, and that makes me the proud owner of the Utum crossbowman. Don't mind if I do. End of the turn. I'm going to re-roll the gold. It's now blue. That's helpful. I draw to my hand limit. I get 5. I draw 1 more because of planning. And there we go. We're at 6. Do wish there was a magical glade on this side of the universe. I could find that fairly helpful, but unfortunately there was not. Now, if I attack the monster, if the monster down, yeah, be a monster, get 2 random. It's a little risky. I probably won't do it, but I will consider it for the next turn. All right, Tovak's 4th turn. He's gone very slow. And there's a red. So he's definitely going to be at the end of his deck next turn. So I have this turn, 1 more turn, then he'll declare in a round that I have 1 turn after that. So I have 3 turns left. So I do want to make sure I use the Utum Crossbowman. I'm going to play Stamina. I'm going to power it with a blue for move 4. I'll play Swiftness for move 2 more. So that's move. Oh, wait, I get 1 more card. Why? Because I'm on my keep. I get Tranquility. So I did draw 7 cards. I'm sure someone already yelled at me in the chat about that. What have I not seen? I have not seen I've seen my other Rage. I've not seen Ruthless Coercion. I have not seen my 2 green moves. All right, so I'm gonna move 6. That gets me here, and then I'm gonna use Tranquility, get one of these wounds out of my deck, and then I will just draw. I was thinking if I stay there, I get the +1 card draw. I think it just makes sense to let me move on a little bit more. So I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5 +1. Mana draw is very nice. I think we're in a good spot to kill whatever monster is in this keep, and then I could do a big movement turn to end the game. And the round. Rolling this die, it's blue. That's not the greatest of die rolls I've ever seen. Tovak's turn. 1, 2, 3. He's going to declare end of round next turn. My turn. Planning can go away. I think oh, I'm really good at this game. I never leveled up. This was here. This was my deck. I never leveled up. Someone I'm sure is yelling at me. All right. That's Krang's 2 skill, Master of Chaos. Yes, please, or his cooperative skill. I will take that. When I grab that, I'm supposed to roll the die. I also should take a thing. I will take Agility. If someone wants to go back and tell me what card I didn't have in my hand. Because this was my hand after. Agility should definitely be in my hand because this was my hand after the combat, and I would have done everything, and then agility should have been in my hand. So I would have had 1 less card, which is fine. I just don't know if it was a stamina or the. Then the next turn I recruited, so I'm trying to figure out. It was 2 of these 3 cards should have been in my hand. Someone can tell me what it is. All right, let me Master of Chaos. When you gain this skill, roll a mana die and mark a shield with it. I rolled a black. I get +2. Nope. Black is +1 cold fire attack to start, but I can move it to +2 influence. When I recruited, I would have moved this there, and then I'll keep this at the +2 combat. All right. I love your guy. Patrick Series says, Ali, thank you. All of them save on my playlist. Sadger says, can I have 2 whites? I would like 2 whites. See, you're even dummy players. Happy to see you back. That's a spear. First one's in the first battle. Back on stream. Very good. Level up, says Sadget. You also have 7 cards to keep. The Dragon's Dome. Hi, I'm Dude Amazing. I played the training mission last night. What scenario is this? This is Solo Conquest. And Sadget answered the question. Sadget, and we are doing a rollback now because you guys forgot something. This should be your hand exactly after the turn you recruited. Oh, because I get 7. Yes, I should have 7. That makes sense. All right, I dig that. So then I moved the 6. I already rolled that die. I got there. I would have chilled. I'll draw 2 more. That'd be my hand. I think. Yeah, I have plenty of. I'm gonna do the monster den. I might as well level up. So yeah, I'm at a place now where I was about to attack. I think that the rage. I'm pretty sure I pulled them off and put them down in the order that they came off the top of my deck. If I didn't, I'm not going to stress about it too much. So I'm going to pull the monster, and let's get some crystals. All right. Great. I don't have the ranged attack, but I can definitely kill him. The question is, how much can I block? All right, I'm gonna block. I can't do ranged. Oh, I could get ranged 4, but that's really dumb. I'm gonna get 2 attack here. Agility. During combat this turn, I can spend move points as attack. So that's 6 attack. So the question is, how much can I block? I could block 1 here. Yeah, Tranquility never got into my hand. 1 here, and then I can block. So I'm blocking. So again, these are 3 separate attacks from the Hydra. So I use my Youth and Crossbowman to block 1 of those attacks. I'm using the, and again, I cannot now assign them a wound as well. Remember, because you assign the damage, then you decide if you can block. I'm using the. No, wait, you can block. I'm sorry, I'm making stuff up. If he had absorption, I would have been able to do that twice. But I could actually go ahead and assign a wound to him too, which I don't want to do. I'm going to use Rage to do another block 2. And then that's going to leave me taking 1 wound. So I'll have 4 wounds in my hand. Just kind of insane, because then I won't even see the rest of my deck, and I will want to make sure I see Tranquility. I can get movement here too. I think it makes more sense actually just to play these 2 cards sideways. And I just block everything. I block 1, I block 2, I block 3. I use Agility for attack 4. I use Master of Chaos. So basically, again, every round I can move that shield, and I can get whatever it moves onto. Next, I'm moving on to yellow, the yellow side of the Master of Chaos, which allows me to take a wild, so I can take whatever else I want, which can be really, really helpful. All right, but that's only a once a turn thing. So I've killed Hydra. That's going to give me 5 fame, which is an important level up. So I get to 9. So it gives me an armor of 3. It also gives me the ability to get another unit. I'm going to get my reward. My reward is I'm going to roll a mana die twice. There's a green. Roll a mana die twice. First roll, I roll a white, so I get a white crystal. Second roll, I roll a white. Man, they just really want to give me a lot of crystals here today. All right. I pull up to my hand limit, which is 5. I still had planning, so I could pull 6. So I get all the cards in my hand, including a Tranquility. The fact that I rolled the green is super nice. No, Tranquility should be next, but in such a case, I would usually just reshuffle my deck. Don't be discouraged if not all this makes sense now. Maze Knight can be a steep game to learn. Mike James, Greg, and Maze Knight, great day. Sadja says CC White Crystal. Wait, Tranquility should have been next based on what? I mean, I can't go. I can't go back and refigure that out, dude. I had them this way. I just put them back. We'll pretend I shuffled. It is what it is. I'm not even going to try to stress it. I mean, obviously this is more helpful because now I can do it, but the way they were there. I had Tranquility on the. Oh, I used Tranquility to heal. That's why that got messed up, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. It's fine. Just go on. All right. Tovat declares end of round. My turn. I'm going to play Tranquility. Did I not have it? Oh, it's right. Savage Harvesting is the other movement. Interesting. I've conquered this. I mean, the one thing I could have done is just taken 1 more wound. but I would have had no guarantee. If you could have taken one more wound and just healed it with Tranquility, if that would have been in my hand, but then the last two cards on my deck were March and Mana Draw. I don't know. It's probably about a net 0. So we're going to do this. Heal 2. And then I'm going to play these two cards sideways for move. The other way I would have been able to move more. So I'm exploring now. We get a monastery, little kindling, never hurt anybody. We have magic talent. There's only one monastery on the board. We have a dungeon and we have another orc. Orc is ironclad. All right. Rolling the die. It's black. Tovek already declared end of round. I have one wound left on my deck. I'm going to ready Utum Crossbowman. I have my draw pile down here off camera. These go away. 3 more units. We have the Utum Guardsmen, the Illusionists, and the Herbalists. Going to re-roll the dice. Dice and a source. We have a white, a red, and a white, a yellow, and a green. Is what I was trying to say. We're going to add this white there. Get a white into Tovek's crystals supply. Pure Magic comes out. We have Counterattack as well, a card I very much like. Mist Form is up there. Definitely would like some spells, especially if I'm trying to load up on some mana. Remember, the dungeon's a place where I can get an artifact or a spell, but I cannot use my unit there, so that is something to consider. The forest is going to be hard to move through during the night. I'm going to draw my opening hand. It is 5 cards. We have Promise, Rage, Ruthless Coercion. So I probably should go to. I can't really. Nothing I really want to recruit at that monastery. It would have been a good time for like one of the monks to come out, the green monks or the savage monks. And improvisation. Woof. That is not a hand of dreams. That is for sure. Illusionists are interesting. Orc. Yeah, I don't like these cards. I don't even have a move 2. I could get move 2 this way. It's a pretty expensive move 2. I guess I can move 2 this way. Oh, I can get move 1, move 2 this way. Then I have mana draw, but the 2 reds aren't going to do much for me because improvisation is some garbage. Could take preparation. Preparation, sparing power. Try Long Night, be pretty aggressive. Playing cards sideways, I don't hate that. Alright, we'll go with Long Night. Why not? Let's make it happen. I rolled a 1. Alright, so Long Night's in play. Part of the reason I wanted to do Long Night, I was going to try to go first, but apparently that Topek had other ideas. So, red, white, red, 1 more. 4 cards down, 13 left. My turn. Okay, Okay, aggressively playing some stuff here. I can turn the white into 2 reds. All right, I'm entering the dungeon. We're getting a random monster. I only have 1 wound in my deck, so I'm not that upset about taking more. Although, I can get blocks. Yeah, it's rough. I can get block 6, but then I only have attack 2. Really wish I got a red. I can get 2 reds from here. Like I just kind of need 1 more card. I could just move. Move 3, move 4. Hold on to those 2. That might be smarter. Move 3, move 4. I move 2. I'll explore. We'll put this out. We get a Mage Tower. We get another Ruin face down. We get a Mage Tower, which is a potentially nice target. I can recruit the Illusionist there, which again isn't the most amazing thing ever, but it could work. This is going to go face down until I walk on it. Then we have the Orc, which is going to be face up. The Mage Tower is going to be face down. Orc is catapults. Of course it is. And Mage Tower face down. I have to attack it blind. So I used improvisation and promise and then ruthless coercion just to get a move 4. Live to fight another day. Hopefully pick a better hand to attack the monster in the dungeon. All right, that should be better. We'll see. Tovak, 1, 2, and 3. 2 more. Of course, they're going very fast. The round I take long night. My turn. I'm entering the dungeon. We're going to get the random monster. I just had like nightmares of pulling Medusa, and I was like, this is going to be really bad. But we'll see. Oh, God, the other Hydra. Hydras aren't that annoying. They're just very card intensive with all the blocks you need. All right. Well, block 2, block 2. Oh man, that's crazy. Attack 3. Yeah, block 2, block 2. I take 1 wound. I'm going to use mana draw to get a red because I'm going to play this white. It gives me 2 red mana. I'm not going to be able to save the other one. So that's attack 4. We're going to put this onto the gold, which I can use that as any color. I'll use that as the red. So that's attack 6. We've killed Hydra. Hydra gives me 5 more fame. I go from 9 to 14. We're going to put a shield on that. I used every card in my hand, which again with Long Night is kind of the point. Magic talent should have gone away. Pure magic should have gone here. Intimidate goes there. Excellent. All right. I'm going to get my reward. I roll a die. I rolled a green. It means I get to take a artifact. When you gain an artifact, you take the number of artifacts you're gaining plus 1. Ooh, banner of command. It's kind of a no-brainer. So banner command, endless gem pouch. I do like endless gem pouch, but Krang has other ways of getting spells. Done. Drawing out to my hand limit, which is 5 still. Crystallize. Some stuff is happening there. I'm going to re-roll the die. It's a green. Alrighty then. 12x turn. White, blue, white. One more. So dude went through way too many cards. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make use of Long Night at all, barring something highly unusual. Yeah, I still have 7 cards here. Ah, so bad. That's not good. Alright, I'm going to move 2. That puts me onto this ruins. I can reveal it. It is defeat a monster and a orc for a artifact. I think I try to take out, demolish, or take out that mage tower. So bad. How many extra cards? I used all my big attack cards. I still have agility. I don't think banner command is going to do much good for me. So I'm going to use crystallize, power with that, get a green. And I'll drop banner of command, and I'll hold on to this 1 wound. Rolling that, it's red. Drawing my hand limit, it's 5. 12x turn, 1, 2, and 3. Red, he's declaring end of round next turn. Long Night is useless. Woof. Did not get my other wound out, which is also bad. This is almost like restart territory. We'll drop. Use Tranquility to heal that wound. This comes back. I think the last thing I'm doing this round is trying to take down that mage tower, for better or worse. Determination and Stamina. Still only pulling 5 cards, just proving very problematic. I do have 3 shields from there. So Agility and a wound are left on my deck. Topa declares end of round, as expected. I'm going to... move 4 with this green. As I move, I can discard stamina to get a blue. Oh, I don't even... I'm only moving 2, so yeah, it's fine. I'm going to move 2, keep the green there, discard stamina to get a blue. Entering here, I lose a reputation of sieging a fortified site. We have this clown. So I need 10 physical block to block him, which is not going to happen. Well, nope, we're good. So I'm going to use concentration. I'll get the stronger effect of determination plus 2, so that's 7 block. I'm going to use this to move it onto the next part of my little thing here. So that's another 3 blocks, so that's 10 blocks. So I have blocked him. I'm going to use the Eastern Crossbowman to get attack 3. I'm going to power this with a white crystal from my supply, and that is attack 6. That does kill him, so that gives me 5 fame. That gets me from 14 to 19. I'm gonna re-roll this. It's red. This goes down here. I defeated the mage tower. I will take demolish. These go down. Next one comes out. Chill. All these go away. I do level up as well, so we're gonna do this. Ooh, Shamanic Ritual is super nice. I also like Arcane Disguise. It's especially helpful if there's like you're killing a lot of monasteries, where you just ignore the effects of that or get too influence. But that's Shamanic Ritual where like I get to get a mana during a turn, and then I can, as an action, refresh this. Is really, really helpful. So we'll do that. I should have Tovek's, two of Tovek's in the offer. So that's fine. It's his cooperative skill, which I don't really like, and then cold swordsmanship. I'm gonna take counterattack because it's really good. All right, done. Oh, chivalry, another one of my faves. All right, so we have one wound in here. That's the end of the round. Got no real benefit from Long Night, but I am okay with that, and I will start on the Mage Tower next turn. I could also just wipe out this catapult if I feel so inclined. But the fact that I was able to get 10 block in that last turn is really, really nice, and just really helped keep some wounds out of my deck, so I feel good about that. Oh, I'm throwing cards. Demolish did not want to be in my hand. What is going on? All right. Anyone smell smoke all of a sudden? Sagittarius, okay, maybe Dummy is not that happy about you being back. Maybe Hydra is just setting the stage for the inevitable arrival of the Manticores. Set the gold die and the source to red. Really? Well, missed it. Hey, Greg. Fences, what's up? Thanks for mentioning me, and cheers to all the other time-bending supporters in here. Sagitt, we all support time-bending, just said it does not arrive always at the right time. True. You were still kind of okay, but slightly behind the pace. Could work out. Definitely behind the pace. Faux show. All right, this goes away. These clowns go away. Who are you calling clowns? All right. Oh, those are elite, so forget that. I'm with Guardian Golems, Shock Troops, and Scouts! Of course there's Scouts. We just need Manticores, and it's the whole gang's back together. We get 2 whites and a red. Goes here. Off another white and a green, so dude has at least one of everything. Next spell is Expose. This comes down, this comes out. Blood Rage. Nope. Blood Rage is over here. Temporal Portal. Alright, it is day. Slight temptation to go back to the artifact, but I'm a little behind, so that makes me a little nervous. I think at this point, at 11:22, you just kind of have to keep it moving. Getting bogged down too much. I mean, I really want to be set up to try to take down that level 11 city in that second night. So I don't think I'm going to be able to afford the opportunity to go back. Hopefully, there's something good on the remaining countryside tiles that I can pick up as I go. Now, getting the hand I had last turn with all the influence would actually be great here with the Guardian Golems available, but we'll get a wound. We'll get Tranquility. Don't hate that. We have Ruthless Coercion. Oh, ask it. You shall be, Steve. Whee! All right. What are we doing, kids? I think Great Start. Great Start's probably stupid. I'll do Mana Steel. I'll get red. I'm at -1. Influence 2. And get him for 5. to... Yeah, I kind of like that red. So I took Mana Steel. We're rolling for Dingbat. He rolls a 4. He rolls a 2. It's on. He just goes first every turn. It's always good. It's a good sign of nothing. All right, red, blue, and blue. He's through 4. He's got 14 left. Oh, nope. He's through 5. He's got 13 left. Advanced math. Influence. My next thing is movement. All right, so we're gonna play Ruthless Coercion. That cost me 2. It's gonna be 2 influence at the end of this. I'm gonna go down -1. He is going to. So I get a discount of 2 if I recruit a unit. So I only need 3 more influence to get him, 4 more influence to get him. I'm gonna play Promise, Cowardice with the white. Again, this is not used. This is the only die I'm using from the source this turn. I'm also using Tranquility to heal that wound. Keeps me improvisation in my hand. That doesn't roll yet, Greg. This does roll. It's a white. These are down. And I already did that. Yep, because I only seized 2 things. I haven't pillaged any villages. I've been a rather nice guy so far today. Mana draw. Booyah. Rage. Swiftness. Demolish. All right, Tovak, green, red, and white. So he's gone through 9. He has 9 left. We are going to move. We're going to do this. Ignore site fortifications, I guess. Let's move 5. I don't have a lot of red anyway. So I can get, never mind. Let me hold on to this. I'm going to use Shamanic Ritual to get a red. So I'm moving 5. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm exploring. Another orc. Not much happening on this tile. This orc up here are the trackers. I called them by the right name for once. I'm going to use a swiftness to get moved 2 more. Here we are. All right, use that red. As for my action for this turn, I'm going to ready this. So we have that back. End of my turn, I draw to my hand limit. Another keep would be super nice, kids. Not gonna lie. Banner command, rage. So good time to get a lot of movement because I'm not exactly attacking anything right now. Anyway, Tovak, white, green, green. 1 more, so through 13, 5 left. My turn. I am gonna use this to get a blue. So move 4. I'm going to use 2 to explore here. These tiles have not been great. It's a very hot day in the desert. So not trying to go there right now. Going to put this out face down. I'm going to use 2 more to go here. And then I will use 2 more to explore on a village. We have another village. We have another mage tower, but it's face down. We have another orc, which is face up. If I can explore once more, we're going to get a elite unit out, which is interesting with we'll elite unit out next turn. Of course, I have banner command in my hand this turn. Oh, I never actually recruited you. Come on. I paid for you, and I never took you. Somebody probably told me that in the comments, but that's fine. I appreciate all your helps. Ironclads. I think I use banner of command sideways and then this to get moved 2 more, and I'll move. Oh, do I want to pillage? Do I want to pillage the village? Probably. I don't know, man. Not really. Block. God, I'm like moving through my deck so slow. Yeah, the fact that they've gone first every time is really bad. No, I'm not going to pillage the village. I'm going to use this sideways, get me where I want this to be, move two more. Pulling one more card out of my deck anyway, and I get this where I want it while using it. It's fine. So these all go away. There is another keep here, but it's a little off to the side. Remember, I can't put a core tile there because it's on the coast. Drawing three more, Savage Harvesting, Counterattack, and Rage. I still have the Mana Steel. 12x turn. 1, 2, 3. It's blue. Of course, he went through his entire deck. He's declaring end around next turn. Not great. This flips. It's the Savage Monks. I do want to get a core tile out, especially since I know I have Banner Command on my deck. And I'm about to get another token, so I think that makes some sense. Oh, action for my turn. I could have, again, flipped that face up because I didn't do anything else. My turn. I'm going to... It's 5 to get into the desert. It's just too much. I'm going to attack this clown. He's attacking me with a 4. I'm going to fire block him. Fire block 4. Fire block is efficient against a physical attack, so the brutal doesn't even come into play. So I have blocked him, and I will use counterattack. I'm going to use this again to get a red. Man, I love Shamanic Ritual. It's so good. So that's attack 4, plus an additional attack 3 for each enemy I block this turn. That's a crazy amount of attack. Let's attack 7. Maybe I do go in there. Block 5, block 4. Hmm. 4, 2. Alright, I'm going to use Shamanic Ritual to get a green. If Savage Harvesting, that's move 4. I'm going to play... Rage sideways for move 5. I'm going into the Mage Tower. So I'm taking on both of these at once. Shamanic Ritual again gave me the green. So I'm taking on both of these at once. I used that card, that die for Mana Steel for a block 4, so I blocked the Ironclad. Man. Very close. That's too many wounds. Because I was again, when you're attacking a fortified site, you can bring in enemies that are adjacent. I think I'm one. Think I'm one away doing what I want to do. I can get the block 5 here. If I group them, though, I'm just way in over my head. I mean, they get attack 10, but I would give them physical resistance. If I go there, I provoke the attack from the Ironclad, which sucks. Of course, that physical resistance isn't doing much for me. Not against the Savage Monk and the Ironclad. I am tempted to... I could block the Ironclad. And then kill... Trying to think what else I have in my deck. Don't have a ton of attack, but I can block the Ironclad, not take the wounds. Block the Savage Monks, use mana draw to get a die for counterattack. And only... Well, I wouldn't even need to. I could hold on to mana draw. Kill the Savage Monks. Target enemy loses all resistances and fortifications this combat. Oh, that's like a cheat code. But then I'm not moving to get a core tile on the board. I think I'd do it. So Savage Harvesting, I move 5, I discard mana draw to get a white crystal. I block both of them. I block the Savage Monks with the Crossbowman and Rage. I block the Guardian Golems with the red die from Mana Steel. So they're both blocked. The Ironclads are just going back, and then I'm going to use a counterattack. I get attack 2, get an additional 2 for each enemy I blocked this turn. I blocked 4 enemies. I blocked 2 enemies, so I have an attack 6. That's enough to kill the Savage Monks. That gives me 4 fame, gets me up to 23. Additionally, I'm going to take Expose. All these cards go away. I draw to my hand limit. I do lose a reputation because sieging a fortified site. So I'm at -2. I draw to my hand limit, which is still just 5, which is absolutely bananas. Tolvat declares end of round. I do think I move out of here because it's going to help me for next turn. I should have rolled a die somewhere. This is the die. Green. All right. I'm going to move 2, 4, 5. It doesn't really matter. I have to stop there because I provoke an attack. I'm going to play Expose. Target enemy loses all resistances and fortifications this turn, powering it with this, range attack 2, and then I'm going to use this to get me Cold Fire, attack 1. That's attack 3. Again, he loses all resistances, so he's actually killed in the range or siege attack phase. So he's out. I get 1 reputation back. 4 fame gets me to 27. That's a level up. So I finally have 6 cards, which will help me get through my deck a little bit faster. Concentration and Crystallize are at the bottom. So, did not get a elite a core tile on the board, which is a little unfortunate. The other thing I could have done is maybe moved, but yeah, I can't explore there because that's a friggin' coast. There's no way I was moving 5, 10. I had agility. Yeah, I had to use all my mana. So just a little unfortunate that I could not get that done last turn. Little min-maxy there, but I think that made sense. Getting some spells is good. And I know the one artifact I have. I would like another artifact, but we'll see what these core tiles are going to be. Would like to get 1 big attack against this level 11 city this turn if I can help it. We're going to get 3 regular units. We have shock troops. We have Utum swordsmen. We have thugs. Woof. A wolf-tastic display. Stamina, determination, crystallize, rage, and swiftness. This goes away. We're adding a red, adding a blue crystal. These come down. New card over here, and the unit offer is Spellforge. Card here is Blood of Ancients. Blue goes away. Burning Shield and Chill move down. This comes out, Call to Arms / Call to Glory. Don't hate it. Done. We'll ready this. And roll these dice. We go to the second night. White, white, red. Looking at the chat. All right. Bunch of things. Scouts would never push you for the golems. I just scouts in the house. I grab that artifact. Either way, it has a risk. Hey, what's up, Kev M? Haven't tuned in forever. Hope you're doing well. You too, sir. You probably should take the golems. Flip your skill back, reveal the tower. You are indeed a tad bit rusty. You can take the both. Yes, go kill. Remember your other skill and your crystal. Don't you just get 1 wound in your hand and 1 in your deck if you assign the damage from the monks to the golem? But it's the monks are only oh, that's right. But then I have to heal. No, it'd be 2 to the golems. That would suck. That's the cost, yes. Sweet, impromptu Mage Night game. What's up, Joey? How are you? I Kidsonic practice, but I'll check this out this evening. It would have worked with 2 wounds. It would have worked with 0 wounds if Greg spend his crystal. No. What crystal? I don't think I had enough because I didn't have any red crystals, which is my problem. Oh, I could have ice blocked 4. I could have ice blocked instead of fire blocked. That's a good point. That's an excellent. So it's just saying instead of I got hung up using the red here. I could use the blue, and if I use the blue there, I would have been able to have enough attack with the cards in my hand. Yeah, for sure. Really didn't see that. Move is green card plus green mana from skill. Mana draw sideways. Golems blue crystal blocked. Rage Bowman skill 1. Yeah, right. Cool. My bad. I missed it. Definitely missed it. I only needed the ironclad to kill the thing. Plus I had this, so for sure there was a path to knock them both out on the same turn, which would have allowed me saved me a turn here to explore, because I had all that movement left in my hand. I would have been able to explore and get something out, and I would have had elite units in the offer. So that's a pretty big mistake at these levels. That's gonna make this a lot harder. A lot harder. That's what happens when you don't play Maze Knight for 3 months. Alright, that goes there, this goes there. I already drew my hand. I really need more keeps is what I need. I kind of like this hand. It's Knight. I will spare power. So he's definitely going first. He rolls a 6. Nope, it's mine, dude. He rolls a 2. He rolls a 3. Alright. Always rolling the absolute lowest number he can. And what do we got? Tovak, it's a green, a red, a white, one more. So he has 19 cards, 15 left. I should have 6 cards in hand. I should. I just leveled up. Excellent. I knew that. Just keeping you guys on your toes, man. I appreciate it. All right, Shamanic Ritual gives me a blue. God, that card's so good. All right, move 4. Well, we have Sparing Power 2. Boop. Moving 4, I'm going to spend 2 points of movement to explore. Remember, core tiles need to be adjacent to 2. Is it a city? It is not. It is a big effing mountain in my face. I'm going to spend 2 points of movement to explore here. Is it a city? It is not. Whoa. It's a monastery. So we get this. Rush of Adrenaline. There's 2 cards over here. Mage Tower. That's interesting. We have a Labyrinth. We're going to get a Draconum. Does mean I'm pretty much locked into approaching from the south. No keeps, unfortunately. The Draconum here is the Swamp Dragon? Okay. Spending influence now. I'm going to move this along. I'm not going to... That tomb is tempting. You get a Draconum, it's a spell and an artifact. The Mage Tower, the monastery is also fairly tempting. Fortunately, there's nothing for me to recruit. I'm going to use Crystallize, use the red to get a red. Spellforge and Rush of Adrenaline aren't great. I could use Stamina and this card sideways to move here. Call to Arms is also pretty sick. I have to actually explore from here. If I'm being smart. Because I can't explore from there, because you have to be adjacent. Where you place the tile has to be adjacent to 2 other tiles. But to hold on to Swiftness, I want that ranged attack. I can't use my units against the dragon that's going to be in the tomb, so that's not great. I could use the Swiftness just to explore, but woof. Alright, rolling this die. It's black. Out. Action for the turn. I'm getting Shamanic Ritual back. I'm still on the board here. I will remove all of these things because they are just getting in the way. Drawing into my hand limit, which is 6. Counterattack, Swiftness, Tranquility, Promise. Yeah, my units will not be useful there. My units will not be useful there. Why even have units? Ah, shoot. So the next two are, I know they're city tiles. I just took the one. I put the city tiles over there. I put the lad. This is going to be the Megapolis, along with the one that's on the bottom. All right, my turn. I'm going to spare power. I think the monastery is a red herring. I don't think it's going to be that helpful. I think I'm better off exploring here, taking stock. I have spare power to my side, try to knock out the city. I always can go to that tomb later, get a spell and an artifact. I would like a better artifact, but I mean, if the artifact sucks, then getting there for 3, being in the middle of the tile is not going to do much for me. Yeah, I don't love it, but here we are. All right, so move 2. Oh, I keep trying to throw cards up there. Move 2. Exploring here. It is the green city. Oh, that's not the city I wanted to see. That approaches really bad. That is a bad approach. That's a lot of movement. A whole lot of movement. All right, so orc there. It's the skirmishers. Orc there. That's what I get for having to spend all that movement that first turn and not exploring last turn, right? So that's really put me behind. I gotta keep moving. Move to. I hate getting rid of all this range attack, but I don't really have much of a choice right now. Move 2, move 3 gets me there. I'm getting all I have counterattack and I get rid of block. I have expose and demolish, and I'm getting rid of range attack. Like it's just these cards are coming out in a funky way. I'll play Actually, let me play Tranquility to draw a card. I could hold on to that too, draw 2. I have to get to that. I really want to get there and just pillage. Pillage, pillage, pillage. Oh, I could recruit something too. I could get the thugs. Ooh. Alright, Tranquility, draw a card, Banner of Command. Oh, I can use that to get the thugs. And then I'll move 3 to get here. Fine. These are out. No, I move 3 to get there. I need 8 more moves to get to the village. Yeah, I moved 6. No, I explored and moved 3. No keeps anywhere. Woof. All right, Tovak, 1, 2, 3. It's green, 1 more. If I use this many cards already, what the hell is going on? It seems right. Spare power on my 3rd turn. Going to use Shamanic Ritual for move 4. Mana draw for move 5. I get to reveal the green city. The green city level 11 is 2 monsters and 3 cities. Alright, it's going to be face up because I am adjacent to it and the lights are bright. Cryptworm. Shadow. No manticores yet. Sorry, dude. Amhotep freezers. The Fauna masters. And the Amhotep gunners. Alright, this can go here. Physical attacks have poison, so Cryptworm has poison. Amhotep freezers do not. The Fauna masters do not. Amhotep gunners do not, and Shadow does not. So not bad enemies for the green city. Yeah, getting there is not going to do much for me other than give me the chance to get the thugs. I'm going to end my turn. I'll start my turn with a black mana, so that's going to be as long as I'm there. I can heal, but I have nothing to heal. Action for my turn, I will flip this over. Get that back. Expose. Not in a terrible spot, I don't think. Tovek's turn. 1, 2, 3. It's red. One more. I should have drawn those two. Problem with going there is wasting any attack on the skirmishers. Alright, sparing power. Absolutely insane to use the banner command right now. Yeah, I'm not moving the 5, and I go there because again, when I go in, they get added. I don't want to do that. Do I have another movement card? I have at least one, so I will use Savage Harvesting because I'm gonna have to discard a card anyway. I'll use Savage Harvesting to explore. It's the blue-white city, so no more keeps for me. This goes here. Blue-white Megapolis. That is kind of on the board, kind of not. Can I just tilt it? That works. I like it. We'll go with that. So blue-white, we'll deal with those garrisons in a second. We do get a dragon. It's another monastery. The dragon is the Draconum Summoner. And we get a third thing over here because there are 3 monasteries. Of course there are. So I will have to approach from here. If there was a hole, remember I could fill with things from the box, but there's not. Hole, there has to be at least 3. Anyway, I draw to my hand limit. We get expose. A dummy player's turn. Tovek skills over here. 1, 2, and 3. It's white. My turn. I'm getting rid of sparing power. I'm getting these 4 cards added to my hand. Remember, I start with a black because I am on this magical glade. So we have Ruthless Coercion. We have Rage. We have Improvisation. We have Agility. I did not have another movement card. Oops. That's fine. I have Agility, but during combat this turn, I could spend move points. So I can use the move too, and then if I get additional move, I can use them as attack. So that's fine. So but if my move total would reset to 0, and I have to respend move. So I'll use the move 2 to get in. I'm sieging a fortified site, so I lose a reputation. I have this black mana. I have Shamanic Ritual, so I can get another black mana if I want. This is going to give me another attack too. We'll set these suckers out, start figuring out our wounds. Remember, I can make all enemies lose all fortifications this combat, or all enemies lose all resistances this combat. Fortifications are probably better, although I do not have that much ranged attack. The most ranged attack I can get is ranged attack 5. And I can spend movement as ranged attack as 2 for 1. But they wouldn't lose resistances, but again, none of them have physical resistance, so that's not terrible. So if I do this, and then I know I'm going to want to do Demolish, or I can use Shamanic Ritual. So the question is, do I ignore Site Fort? Oh, I ignore Site Fortifications anyway. So losing all resistances is not that big of a deal. Ignoring Fortifications, enemies get -1, or I could just outright destroy something and other enemies get -1 armor anyway. But that would be only the attack phase of combat. So if I use Shamanic Ritual to get a red or a black, which I can, and get any color but gold, that could work. I have Banner Command. I can get move points there. I can get 6 move points, which would be 3 ranged attack. I can get 2 ranged attack 8. Shock troops or something would be super nice. I have no other reds. I can get a red from concentration. Cannot use Demolish against the freezers because they have the fire immunity. Can use them against the gunners. Get attack 2 here. See how much block I get. Alright, so I played Mass Expose. Enemies are going to lose all fortifications. That's site fortifications and unit fortifications. That gives me range attack 3. This is range attack 4, 5. And then I'm going to use improvisation. I don't have a red. Get a red from that. Even better. I'll use the white here. I'll use this black, and then I get Shamanic Ritual, which I can use to get a red. So that's, I played agility to get in, remember. Oh, I have to power agility. Move 4. God, I wish I took better stock of where I'm at. Concentration strong. That's going to be block. I think the golems are going bye-bye, for being honest. I could do this and this. I have to power that with a white anyway. That's fine. So it's move 4 man. I wasted 2 of the movement, but now that gives me the ability to spend 2 points of range, 2 points of movement as 1 point of range attack. So that's move 6. Move 6 is 3 range attack, plus 2 range attack from the crossbowman, plus 3 range attack from exposed to begin with. And that is range attack 8. And that's going to be enough to kill these guys. I'm going to want to block. I can block 4. Block 6. So I blocked you. Shadow's gonna give me. I can give 1 wound to the crossbowman. 4 wounds from the gunners. Woof. Alright, 4 wounds from the gunners. Shadow has 4 points of damage, assigning them to the crossbowman. Amethyst Reavers has 3 points of damage. I'm assigning that to the golems. The golems are disbanded. Now in the melee phase, I've used this for block. We've already killed the Defana Masters. I'm going to use Disintegration to kill anything that does not have fire resistance. So I can use this to kill the gunners. All other enemies get armor -1, except for the Amethyst Freezers, because again, that they're immune to that effect. I have a total attack of 4 plus 2 plus 3. So I have attack of a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This guy has armor -1. He has armor -1. Oh, he's arcane immune. He does not have armor -1, so that doesn't do anything to him either. Again, he's immune to all non-attack, non-block effects. So I only need 12, but I have 2, 3, 4. Plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 3 for blocking 1 is 13. That's enough to kill these 2 guys. The Shadow survives, goes back here. I get kicked back there. At the end of the turn, I do throw away a wound. And I will start my next turn with a black. But ultimately, we killed 4 of the 5 enemies. Did lose a unit. So don't love that. But ultimately, was pretty successful. These all go away. Burned up all my mana. So space bending would have been nice. This gets rolled. It's white. This comes here. Time bending, whatever the hell it is. Or time bending, you don't get the mana crystals back. You get the cards back, right? Get the cards and the crystals back? I don't know. One of those 2. These all go away. 3 wounds in my hand. And I obviously want to heal my dude. I have to get fame. I get 7, 14, 19, 28 fame. 27 plus 28. Advanced math here is 55. So 2 level ups. We get this. That's great. We're going to get 2 of these. There we go. Frenzied Assault. This goes away. We'll add this. Oh, Hello, motivation. I will take... definitely... Well, I have 3 open command tokens. That's not good. Not good. Ooh, Temporal Portal could be a good way to ignore the Draconum Summoner. Do you want to hate that? Temporal Portal it is. This would go on top of my deck. This gets added to my hand. These all go away. This comes down. This comes down. Yeah, getting away from that Draconum Summoner. Or even getting to the tomb at night. That's another idea. Tovek's turn. He's going to declare end around next turn. My turn. I'm going to... Oh, that's interesting. I'm wondering if I do Temporal Portal to go here. But what sucks about that is I won't be able to heal. And even though the thugs will make that into a +2, I still wouldn't be able to get the thugs. I'd only be at 4 using this skill. So that's not going to be enough. And I wouldn't have the card in my hand. So I'm just going to discard this 1 card to heal. So down to 2 wounds in my hand. Remember, I heal because I'm standing there. Tobek declares end of round. I cannot take a turn because all I have is wounds. So I don't even get the effect of a heal. You just don't immediately declare end of round, so I can't take a full turn. But 2 wounds on my deck isn't bad. And we should have a day to try to get ourselves a little bit more set up here. This is going to come back. All we have is Shadow. There's a temptation to take Chivalry. For sure. Just 4 shields here. I've become a bigger and bigger fan of taking Sparing Power in round 4. Really worked out pretty well. These all go out. We had a white to the deck, a blue to the thing, so blue cards would be super bad. There's only 4 in his deck, so could be worse. 3 cards coming out. Maximal effect, dodge and weave, and shield bash. And over here we have refreshing walk. 3. These come down. Next spell is Snowstorm. That could be useful against the Draconum Summoner. Alright. Greg, you should play more. Wolf, this will be tough from here. You may be looking into D3 Assault, honestly. Given the city is on the Mock-Obelisk, that could be okay. Usually help you in a spawning ground. What scenario? So the Conquest 1122. If you ignore resistances and all enemies get -1 for the demolish. Not a great deal, but every little helps. Ignore certification is a universal effect. It's not linked to the fire resistance. Time bending. Yeah, I knew that. Time bending does not get by crystals correct. Use temporal to get +1 card next to your cards and stay in place. Yeah. Wait, because so I could have played that right for the move 0, and now I could draw +1. Yeah, that's right. So I actually didn't even discard that. So now I can draw +1 card. Next time we see Temporal Portal, yeah, it's a good call. Because I ended up playing it anyway just to have a real turn. So I will have +1 the next time I draw cards, which would be now. All right, this goes here. Drawing at my hand limit, which is 6. Temporal Portal. Yeah, there you go. Play as an action. You may move. Whether you move or not, your hand limit is 1 higher the next time you draw cards, which again is now. So we'll get 7 cards. Well, I just. Oh, nope. These go away. Elite. The Amatep Gunners can recruit them in the city. Regular Magic Familiars. Interesting. I'm very mana poor. And Elite is the Catapults. Get these guys back. Huh. Should be day. White, red, blue. That's an interesting hand. All right. Great start. I'll take 2 more cards, and I go first. Look at me. Agility. And that. All right. I'm taking Shamanic Ritual. And remember, this is not interaction, so this doesn't mean anything. I'm summoning a Magic Familiar in the Magical Glade. So I'm going to spend the white, and I'm going to use this to give me Influence 6. And Shamanic Ritual will allow me to get a mana. I will get a blue, and I'm going to recruit the Magic Familiars with the blue mana. I also get a gold because I start in a Magic Familiar. So I don't need to use Shamanic Ritual. I'll use that as a blue. And now we have block 7, which is important. And I will use this to get a red. I'll power crystallize with a red, get a red crystal. End of my turn in the Magical Glade, I heal a wound. I don't draw any cards. I'm already over my hand limit. I do get rid of this. And I have Temporal Portal in my hand, which I'm going to want to save. Green. Tovek's turn. He should have 20 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 20. Right, because we've had 4 rounds. So blue, red. Oh, that is seriously gross. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have 2 more blue cards in here. We have a very imbalanced deck, so that was due to happen, but yikes. Alright. I start with a yellow because it's day. I'm going to move 2 to go in. I lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. Shadows attacking. Cold Fire attack 7. I'm going to use the Magic Familiars. So I block, or Cold Fire attack 4. I need double physical block to block that. Because physical block's inefficient. So that's block 7. Block 8. Now block 7. Block 10. So totally blocked, and now I just need attack 4. I'll use this, and then if I rest, I will get that back. I'll just use Rage 4. So I've killed Shadow with no more wounds. Still have Agility, still have Ruthless Coercion. He's out. 4 Fame gets me from 55 to 59, and I get another shield on here, which could be fairly important. All right, I'm the leader of the city, so I get +2 to my hand draw. Oh, I didn't need to use the red. Let me leave this red here. Remember, I had the gold. So these go away. So I'm drawing 6, 7, 8 cards. So Rage, I have 4, so I'm drawing 4 more. Expose, March, Temporal Portal, Agility, Ruthless Coercion, Mana Drop. All right, Tovak's turn. 1, 2, 3. It's red, so 1 more. So he still has 2 more blues in here out of 9 cards. Very bad. My turn. Now I'm -3 here, but I'm +5 here, so I'm essentially +2. I know I have a card that I can throw away just to get a unit, but there's... Sorry, I want to see the wording on this. Banner, the banner command in my hand was in my hand now. That'd be sick. The influence sign gets on +2. You may ready level 1 and level 2 units by paying 2 influence per unit. So if I get influence, I'm at 2. I can use this red to get to 8. $13. I need 17. I can get both of them and still not be at the banner of command. The combined cost of that is 1720 -5, so I need 15 influence in cards. $17.20 -5. I need 15 influence in cards. This is 11. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15. Six, reputation -1, so I'm at -5 now, but who cares? I get both of these. It gives you some elemental attack, which could be super significant. So I get 6 instances from there, 5 from there, 5 from there, so that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. -3, because I was at -3 when that started. That's enough to get both of these. That's really nice. Rolling this, it's blue. This comes here. I draw to my hand limit, which is 8. Tranquility, stamina, savage harvesting, counterattack, determination, wound, and concentration. My whole goal is to get there by the end of this round. Tovak, don't get to a blue. Blue, red, green. 1 more. Still not. So we still have 1 more blue in there. So there's a good chance he's, well, if it's not a blue, I'll have another turn in there. All right. I'm going to spend the green on Tranquility to heal that. And then I want move 5. Here's move 1 on here. Oh, I still had that too. That was dumb. I didn't need to use... I had the gold anyway. Yeah, I forgot to use the Frenzied Assault. So I had overkill. So I had moved 2, 4, 5. I'm moving... Oh, it's day. I only need 3. So move 2, 3. I'm moving into the Magical Glade. So 2, 3. I'm going to discard... Am I attacking anything? I don't know. But I definitely need a... Well, I have blue there. I'm going to discard stamina with this to get a blue crystal. End of my turn. I'm going to roll this. It's white. End of my turn, I throw away a wound. So that's away because I'm at a Magical Glade. All my wounds are healed. That's sick. We have Banner of Command. Not exactly close to another thing, but I got the entirety of that, which is funny. On my turn, I didn't take an action, so I can get Shamanic Ritual back, so that's super important. Tovek's turn, white, white, red, one more, so the last card is blue, so that worked out well. Definitely don't want to mess with Draconum Summoner because he's the worst. I'm going to move 2, move 3 to get me here. I'm going to spend this blue to move 2 spaces to a safe space that is a safe space. These guys aren't going to help me. Draconum Summoner is still super risky. Yeah, I'm going to burn down the monastery on my last turn. Oh, would any of these help? No, I would need 11 interaction. I would need 11 influence just to get one of these guys. Because it's 6 for an advanced action. So that's not gonna happen. But, so I flew over to the monastery. That's the action. That has to be the action for my turn. And I don't provoke attacks. I'll reveal these in the in-between rounds. Gonna roll this. It's gold. This comes back. I should have started with the gold because I started on a Magical Glade, but that's fine. I'm a little crystal poor, which isn't great, but we'll make it work. Tovek's turn. He's going to declare end around this turn. Next turn, my turn. I'm going to burn down the monastery. I lose the last of my reputation. I'm going to get 1 Mage Tower Garrison. It is the Illusionist. I cannot kill him. I can come close. So we are pulling a monster for his attack. Remember, my units want nothing to do with this because they're like, you are a bad man. You are a bad Orc Chaos Shaman. Gargoyle, so I just need to block the gargoyle. Great, I blocked the gargoyle, block 5, gargoyle goes away. Now I need to kill the illusionist. I can play counterattack. That's going to be attack 2 more because I blocked 1 enemy. So that's attack 4, attack 5, attack 6, attack 7, whatever. Illusionists are dead. Well, actually, this might actually matter. So attack 2, attack 4, attack 6. He's dead. +4 fame gets me to 63. I'm going to get another skill. Ha! Little too late for you. So I got Curse and I got Puppet Master. Puppet Master is great, but it's a little late in the game for that. So I will take Curse. Once a turn, I can reduce one enemy attack by 1 or reduce an armor of an enemy by 1. I cannot use a skill on a fortified enemy in the range or siege attack phase. That is fine. And I will hold on to. So I used you. I have these 2 cards. I have to get an advanced action. I'm going to roll this. It's red. Well, I should have gotten an artifact first, which was the whole point of this. Emerald Ring. Don't mind if I do. I guess. Don't love it. Don't hate it. We have the Banner of Courage. You may play this at any time other than combat to ready all units you control. That's interesting. If this takes 2 rounds, I just wound them all. Heal them all. Unlimited supply of black and green is not bad, though. Banner of Courage is actually interesting. Assign this unit you control once a round, except they're in combat. You may flip this card face down to ready this unit. At the beginning of the round, flip it face up again. I wound all the units, and then I come back out. I go back in. Oh, I burn down the monastery. Which might have been a little short-sighted, because now I will not be able to use the Banner of Command. Although I could just disband the Youth and Crossbowmen and replace them with something better. Or even the Magic Familiars. I think I take the Emerald Ring. God, I'm gonna have a hard time getting a big hand, ain't I? Banner of Courage might be the only way I do this. I go in. I assign wounds to these 4 guys. Even if I use one, Banner Command it. Kill what I can with my skills, come back out, heal them all up, go in, have another round of assigning wounds to them. I talked myself into it. Alright, we're going Banner of Courage, which is a card I don't know if I've ever taken, but that's fine. So, here we are. Oh, and now I get my advanced action. My spin influence is blocked this turn. Sure. Why not? I like it. This goes here. Bam. Decompose. Alright. Dingle Nuts declares end of round. I'm very tempted. Siege, fire attack, 5, ranged. Huh. This will do. Yeah, I'm gonna move 3, get here, and then we have Siege Fire Attack 5, and then I'll use this to get a red. Range Fire Attack 6, and Draconum Summoner is dead. 2 Reputation, boop, and +9 Fame gets me up to 72. Doesn't really change my relative position in this game, but it felt good. That goes there. And I mean, I could have done, yeah, I could have killed him 17 ways. So, but that worked. I like it. These all come back. This is out. There's only 2 left. This gets added to the deck along with the red. All right, 2 more coming here. 1, 2. 1 here. This goes away. This comes out. Cure. Done. Done. All right. Elite unit is the Awesome Guardians. Red Cape Monks. Oh, of course. I definitely could have held off on killing that thing. And the Catapults. Shuffling my deck. I probably would have killed the orcs to delay and get the banner in hand, or at least kill the stupid dragon. You have a bunch of elemental attack. The dragon is not fortified. You're in siege. You could have killed the illusionist in ranged. You will take in the same number of wounds. I think it is quite unlikely that you will have time to cycle to the banner in your deck. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's already in my deck. I mean, I could draw it to start the round, right? I mean, I'm gonna, and I still have Midnight Meditation. I also have Preparation. I think I'd take Preparation. We do add one of Tovak's. Oh. Blood of the Ancients. I could have taken Tovak's Motivation instead of this. But then I would have had to take Blood of the Ancients instead of Diplomacy. I don't like gaining a wound. I don't really like Blood of the Ancients, but Motivation is really strong. Yeah. Influence as block could be really good, though. It works well with counterattack. I probably should have remembered that I had Tovik skills there and taken Motivation. This is the one thing. Remember, Krang does not have Motivation. Now that is Brave Alar. We shall see. I'm intrigued. Let's put it that way. So, we are... God, I'm only drawing 6 cards, which is really bad. But after my first attack there, I should be drawing 7. Remember, everything has +1 armor. I have some very good skills here. I have no crystals. Whew! Alrighty then. We're gonna reset this. It is a gold, a white, and a blue. I am so happy I keep rolling golds at night. Did not get any blacks, which isn't great. Alright, Magic Familiars, I need to bribe them to stay with me, because, you know, they're Magic Familiars. I get 6 cards, Mana Draw, Concentration, March, Rage, Expose, and Determination. That's intriguing. we are going to have to set this sucker up. So, bam, bam. I am adjacent, so everything just gets revealed. So the Mage Tower garrisons, we're going to have 2 of them. We're having, first and foremost, 7 white enemies. Yikes. The Savage Monks and the Fire Golems. We're going to have 1 keep garrison. It is heroes. And then we're going to have 7 city garrisons. So that's going to be most of them. We have Amhotep gunners. The Altum mages. The Grim legionnaires. That's rough. They cannot be fortified. The Amhotep freezers. The other, there's 3 Amhotep gunners apparently, because we've seen all 3. The catapults and the Altum mages. So only 1 Delphana masters today. Bam, bam. Really, we need to piecemeal this in many attempts, and that's going to be a little rough. I think I take preparation. +2 to their attack, +2 to their attack, +2 to their attack, +1 to their attack, +2 to their attack, +2 to their attack, and everyone is armor +1. Excellent. I think I take preparation and go second. Turn a white into 2 blacks. I don't have any mana. Get temporal portal, draw up to 2. Shamanic ritual. Get crystallized in here. Fortifications. Get fire attack 11 if I can get 2 reds. Can I get 2 reds, a white and a black? Apparently I can. Range attack 5. Fire attack. Wonder if I take the Banner of Courage, but that seems a little iffy. Don't think I'm blocking a lot of things. Cold fire attack 1. If they lose all fortifications, I could even use this. No arcane immunity. Yeah, I'm glad I'm shuffling these, that's for sure. Wolf. I think I'd take Banner of Courage. Go in. If I don't get knocked out, I can eliminate. Remember, even if I get knocked out, I still have, well, I'll have some options, I think. Seven cards in hand is not good, but we're gonna make it work. I think. I hope. So, Dingbat's turn. Blue, white, white, one more. So he's got 17 cards left. My turn. I'm going to get a black crystal, or black mana. I'm going to turn this white into 2 reds. That's... not the most ideal thing ever, but it will work. And then I'm going to use this to get a white. If I don't get knocked out... oh, if I get knocked out, that's a problem. If I get knocked out, that's a big problem. If I get knocked out... don't have a lot of movement. What's the chances of me getting knocked out, kids? Very high. The freezer's attacking with a 5 is really bad. Five ice attack. 3, 3, 8. Maybe I don't need the 2 reds. Let me get this instead. All right, I'm going to turn mana draw into two whites, and I'll use concentration to get a red. I'm going to do expose. All enemies lose fortifications. The total I can get here is 6 range fire attack. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 physical attack. Remember, everything has +1. And I can get another cold fire attack here. So 8 fire attack. We're killing this guy. Because everything has +1 armor. Ugh. I could just wipe this guy out, man. That 14 attack is nasty. So if I make the Alta Mages lose fortifications and resistances, and I kill him with this, this is my move 2 to get in. But then everyone else is still fortified, so that's not going to work. All right, you're living, dude. All right, so 3. It's only 3 points of damage. The physical resistance is nasty. I don't think I got it, kids. That's 12 points of damage with 6 wounds times 2. 8 points of damage. I'm sorry, 12 points of damage is 3 wounds times 2. This is, so yeah, 6 wounds. So I got actually all the wounds there. 2 wounds because the catapults. Wound and brutal. Wounds, poison. Oh, 8 points of damage and poison. So 2 and 2 from this clown. 6 points of damage here is 2 wounds. 11 points of damage here is 3 wounds. 3 and a 2 is 2 wounds. Omnitive Freezers is going to cost me a unit. 5 points of damage here is 2 wounds. 5 points of damage here is 2 wounds. Oh, I'm not even doing this right. This is 10 points of damage, so this is 3 wounds. And poison. This is 16 points of damage. So that is 4 wounds instead of 3 for each of them. This is 10 points of damage, so that's another wound. This is 5 points of damage, brutal, so that's another wound. I don't see how I don't get knocked out. And this would be 2 wounds and 2 poison. I just don't have a big enough hand. Do not have a big enough hand. So if I don't worry about him, so mana poor. If I take the 2 reds instead of the 2 whites, I don't take swiftness because it ain't gonna do crap for me. Just don't have a lot of move. Get Temporal Portal. Draw 2 more cards. Think that's my better play. I take Temporal Portal. You hope for a better combination of cards. I don't have any wounds in here, so it can't get worse. I still don't have the mana. I could do that. Could just take Crystallize with Preparation. So again, none of this is new information. But it's dumb. That's really dumb. This hand does not have everything I needed to have. Yeah, I probably should have taken that +2. Nah, it's Temporal Portal it. It is what it is. I got 1 more card in my hand. I could try to get to that. Try to get to the village. Yeah, I wonder if I had stayed here last turn. Instead of going for the artifact, I could have come in here, but again, I wouldn't have had my units available. Nah, I don't think there's a way. Counterattack's not gonna work. The only thing I could take is agility. Use everything as movement. I have that skill. The other thing I do, going way back, knowing I'm kind of where I'm at, if I don't take the Banner of Courage, and instead I take that, and then I make sure I have that in my hand, that's probably a different game a little bit, because then I don't need to be so desperate for using Shamanic Ritual to get a black. Still don't think it matters that much. Nah, I guess, but I need the wound absorption. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's definitely not gonna work. Influences block. Move 2. Gonna be knocked out real bad. And I have no card draw. Think that's why I keep motivation. I don't take that. I get the Blood of the Ancients card, because that was at the bottom, and he gets Diplomacy. Pay a wound. Oh, interesting. I don't hate that. Gain a wound to your hand to discard pile. Use a stronger effective card of the advanced action without paying its mana cost. The card remains in the offer. Throw away a card. Get a red, a blue, and a green if I throw away that card. Get a white from there. I can get this. So I need to get a red from there, but I need a black. I can get a blue from here, but I have to save that so I can rest. Still need to move too. All right. Let me try this. I'm going to start Blood of the Ancients. So this is my first turn. I'm going to get the action of, I'm going to get a red. I'm going to power this. I'm going to throw away a card from my hand. I gain a wound to my hand or discard pile. Again, into my discard pile. And then I'm going to throw away a card from my hand. I'm going to throw away this March. And that gives me a white, a blue, and a red. All right. That card's played. I'm down to 5 cards. This is final answer here. We're just going with it. I pull. It's a stamina. Great. I needed the movement anyway. All right. Tovek's second turn. Red, green, red. 2 more. 1, 2. Both blues. Don't hate that. I'm going to move 2, so I'm in. Try to figure this all out again. So tempted to draw 2 more cards. Oh, the action for my last turn is this gets readied. I'm going to use this to get a black. That and well, you don't have a green. I can power this. I have been forgetting to. I've been doing this and getting the 2 crystals. I forget to take a die, set any color I want, and take 2 matching crystals. So I'll turn this to red. Take 2 red mana. I can use it, or I can just use an additional die from the source. That's probably better. Put the gold back here. Keep this white. Put this on expose, or the gunners are all of a sudden like my arch nemesis right now. But I don't think I can get 14 attack. 11. Oh, I can. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, all enemies lose all fortifications. If siege edge attack 5, that would kill this guy. Even with the extra 1. Range fire attack 6. With this red. I can use this to make it 7. We kill him. Now I can get a range attack 5, which of course with the White City is 1 not enough to kill anything. I cannot get a range attack of a 6. if I kill this guy, the Grim Legionnaire. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. God, this +1 every time. All right. If I don't use this to get a black, I can do target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances. All right, so I have range attack. Remember, he can't be fortified, so I have range attack 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I could kill this guy with all range attack, and that's a big boy. Then I could have someone lose all fortifications and resistances, and I can get a total of a siege, ice plus physical attack of a 7. Siege, ice plus physical attack of a 7 is just unfortunately garbage. But they lose all resistances. So I can kill one of the gunners that way. Alright, I think that's the best I'm getting. Now assigning wounds, I get to assign these 5 points of well, we're blocking block 7 here. Block 7. Block 7. Block 7. Block 7 is unfortunately useless because I need block 10 for this guy, block 16 for this guy, block 10 for this guy. Unreal. If I get a green, with Shamanic Ritual, I can get 2 block 7s. What I could do, I need a block 20 for him. That ain't happening. I guess that's coming in as a 10 as well. Woof. I can make it an 8 with Cumbersome. So bad, dude. Alright. Block 10 here to get rid of these wounds. He's gonna make him disband. I have another block 7. Or I could just use this to get a blue and then use this block 5. To block this guy. So he's blocked. I could use that to save a red. I can just get a red from concentration instead. So that's fine. So this guy's blocked by determination, powered by a blue. Magic Familiars plus that 3 blocked this guy. These wounds come in. These wounds come in. These wounds come in. Am I knocked out? This range attack was used. Everything else was used. He made that guy be disbanded. These two guys were killed. So 10 points of damage had to be assigned because it's 5 and it's double because of brutal. So wound, wound. Those were assigned. 5 points of damage has to be assigned. There's 10 coming in from here. There's 12 coming in from here. So I could assign 5 here. That's a remainder of 7. So that's 2 wounds to my hand. Cumbersome reduces this to a 9. It's still 3 wounds. So 5 wounds, 7 wounds to my hand. So if I'm doing that, I might as well take all of these wounds to my hand. So there's a bunch of wounds on my hand. 16, so 4 wounds from the gunners. That's a 10. 5 wounds from this guy. There's no point in blocking. I'll put the magic familiars back. So I would have gotten that's 3 wounds and 3 wounds to my discard from this guy. I could have saved this white and this blue crystal by having the mana draw. If I'm getting plunked anyway. So I still have these 3 crystals, which is important. I would have blocked that guy, because why the heck not? This one disbanded him. So again, 3 wounds plus that's 8, 16, 4 wounds plus 5 wounds plus 3 wounds and 3 wounds plus 1 wound plus 1 wound. These are all in my hand. Awesome. He was blocked. I got knocked out. Everything goes away. Oh, I could have blocked that there because I'm getting knocked out anyway. All right, now my skill is not going to be enough. I have a attack 4. Had a red, white, and a blue. That's on him. Let me think of this differently. If all enemies lose all resistances, give me a black from here. This is better. If all enemies lose all resistances, remember, only range attack killed this guy. It was range 6 plus 3, that's 9, plus 2 is 11. I still would have had this. That's a ranged fire attack. As a cold fire attack, which I didn't use. I didn't need it. So I did ranged attack, and I killed him. Everything loses resistances. This is a siege attack 5. Siege ice attack 5 would have still killed him. So I don't need, doesn't matter about his fortifications because it's a siege attack and he doesn't have unit fortifications. Then, if everything has lost all resistances this combat, I can use this attack 4 to kill this attack 4 and this cold fire attack 1 because you can still use your skills even if you're knocked out. And that attack 5. Oh, wait. Right, I would have to kill him instead with the attack 5. Siege ice attack 5. Because his resistances don't matter. I can use, so he would have survived, not him. I'd have one more wound over here, and then I could use this attack, combined attack 5 from Savage Assault and the one there to kill the heroes. No one likes when you kill a hero, you go down. So I would have actually killed 3 enemies, so at least we're getting this down. I have a bundle of wounds. I'm not going to recount those, but it does mean, again, I got knocked out, so all these cards go away, but I do need to figure out where the heck I'm getting the crystals and what I actually used. Concentration would have given me 1 color that I needed. Expose, I had the white from the source, blue from the source, and concentration could have given me the red. And I could hold on to all those crystals. This was a black. I mean, I wouldn't have needed to. I say I just didn't block him. I have 2 more wounds. Who cares? All right, so that's my hand of wounds. Oh, the joys. These go away. Oh wait, no. This, I did not use the magic familiars, and I didn't even wound them. I just did not assign wounds to them at all. I assigned damage to the 1 unit, and he went bye-bye. So I get kicked back out. Over here we have 6. Weren't there 2? Weren't there supposed to be 2? Ah, shoot. I lost an enemy. There were supposed to be 2 Mage Tower Garrison enemies. Seven of those. Did I only pull 1? I'm missing a Mage Tower Garrison. No, they're the monks. Where the hell did the monks go? Oh, they're over here. Great. So more wounds. Who cares? 2 to my discard, 2 over here. We still have the monks. So we're down to 7. These guys are dead. We get another 18 fame. This was how I got in. All these go away. Rerolling these 2 dice. A green and a white. And I still have 3 crystals. Alright, so that kind of worked. 18 fame gets me from 72 to 90. Gives me another level up. And I get to draw 1 more card, which is super nice. I have 2 open spots. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 7 now. This should be flipped over. Temporal Portal. Ruthless Coercion. Tranquility. Rage. Oh, wait, I lied. 1, 2, 3. This is my hand. I use this and a blue mana. Temporal Portal on top is great. So this is my hand. So, Tovak's turn, 1, 2, 3. His third turn, 2 more reds. I'm resting. When I rest, I get Savage Frenzy back. And I can play this. The next time I draw cards, I can draw 2 more. And I'm getting rid of all these wounds and Ruthless Coercion into my discard pile. Now, I draw 7 plus 2, so I draw 9 cards. All right. Improvisation, tranquility, rage, crystallize, demolish, stamina, savage harvesting, agility, and counterattack. Did not get my banner. I didn't get either banner. Well, that's great. Alrighty then. Range attack. I can ignore sight fortifications. Enemies get -1 armor, and I can get a fair amount of range attack. Oh, on my last turn when I rested, I can still use my skills, so this could have moved here. Tovak's turn. 1, 2, and 3. It's green. My turn. I definitely need to enter. I'm gonna play. Oof. I do not have Shamanic Ritual back. It's fine. I don't really want the I don't want the black anyway. If I move 2, discard, crystallize, get a blue, block, ignore sight fortifications, so everyone's armor goes back to what it was, because armor -1. I can get a total. Agility could give me a lot of ranged attack. Improvisation give me a lot of ranged attack. I think I do this. Move. Fuck. Move to discard a card. Don't think I'm blocking a lot, but I might. I get 2 attack from here. I get 6 attack from here. Gonna be burning another thing. I want all the range attack I can get. Move 4. So I'm not going to play Tranquility for the 2 cards. I will play it for the 1. Ha! Garbage. Well, either way. Just hoping for more movement. Crystallize gives me another blue. That could be not that useful. Move 4, move 8, range attack 3. Demolish. Just load up as much range attack as I can get. All right, I'm moving in. I lose a reputation. I'm going to discard rage to get a red. I'm in. I play demolish. I'm ignoring sight fortifications. So there's no fortification. Every enemies get -1 armor. Playing agility. Every 2 points of movement I can turn into 1 point of range attack. And I can get a total of 8 movements. So that's 4 range attack. And get 13, 14 movements. That's 7 ranged attack, 10 ranged attack, and everyone has armor -1. 10 ranged attack is absolute trash, dude. 4, 8, 7 ranged attack. Everyone has armor -1. That's just not great. All right. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 range attack. I ignore site fortifications. I do not ignore unit fortifications. So I can't attack either of these guys anyway. Cannot ignore physical resistance. So 4, 7. I think all I can do is kill one of these guys. All right. One of those guys is dead. I'm assigning a wound to this. It doesn't really matter what it is. Oh, it's a 5. Crap. He only had a 4. So he would still be alive, or he'd still be around. The 5 would have disbanded him last round. I cheated. His +2 attack is bananas. So I'm going to have to wipe out the magic familiar this round. All right. So that's fine. So we're doing a block 7. It's not a shamanic ritual back. It literally can only block one enemy again. That's really bad. As far as wounds go, we're back in woundy land. 4, 2, 5. I can reduce him. 5, 2 and 2, and 3 and 3. I'll deal with the poison later. Seven doesn't. Well, I'm worried about wounds to hand, right? So if I block this guy with a 10, God, this is so bad. 20 points of damage from. No, it's not. It's not 20. Why am I taking 5 wounds? I took too many wounds last time. It's only 10 points of damage. So 3 less wounds from him. No, 10 points of damage, only 2 less wounds from him. I'm giving him brutal, but it's cumbersome. All right. Great. So 10. Every other wound is in. He's disbanded. My hand limit's 7, so 3, 9 points. Oh, it's a 10. I could make it a 9. Would not matter. in the slightest. Four, five. God. 12 points of damage. So 1, 1, 1. Could do this different. I could use the block 7 to block this guy. And the block I can use the counterattack is, well, I guess it's an attack 7 versus an attack 6 if I'm blocking 2 instead of block 1. I can use the block there for an block, so I can block both of those. So I would get the 3 wounds from this guy instead, and then 3 to my discard. So if that's the case, I'm still knocked out. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm still knocked out. This is in the wrong spot for me somehow. The 4 wounds from here. I mean, just the blue is just really gross. If I block these 2. I can use this and this. Well, it doesn't matter if I'm getting knocked out. Well, it might matter because I can't rest next turn. I can use this and this to reduce this to an 8. So these 8 points of damage, I can go here and another one, here and another one. And then I get 6 wounds to my hand and I'm still alive. So I'm still alive with that. And then I have attack 2, attack 6, and I could use that. Again, it's -1, +1. Oh, yeah, they're not resistant to that, so I can kill the Amhotep gunners. This guy's still alive, so we're down to 5 enemies. Both the gunners are dead. That gives me 14. That gets me up to 104. Next 2 things. I can spend the mana to throw away or wound. I can shrug off some damage. Shrugging off damage seems good. Decompose, that's not gonna work. I'll get refreshing walk. I was not knocked out, but I'm out of crystals again. This gets re-rolled. It's black. Out. I draw 1 card because my hand limit's 7. It's refreshing walk. Tovak goes. He's declaring end of round next turn. Yeah, you only have 4 cards left. Doesn't matter. I will rest. It gives me Battle Frenzy back. But not Shamanic Ritual. I draw my last few cards. We have Banner of Courage and Swiftness, Banner of Command. It's really unfortunate. Tolvat declares end of round. My last turn, I'm going to play Banner of Command before battle. I will get the catapults. Man, if I could have gotten the Ultim Guardian, that's another block 8. I don't take. Oh yeah, that would have been really nice because then I could have compounded that with yeah, Battle Command coming out late's really bad. Because then, again, if I have Ultimate Guardians, I use that with Counter-Strike. That gives me a lot of attack. I mean, I can probably knock out 2 of these 3 with that. If I had 4 plus 10. But so I break the Banner of Command. We get catapults. I will break the Banner of Courage. We'll heal everything. And then I have Swiftness to move in for move 2. But it ain't gonna matter. Yeah, Magic Familiar. If I had pumped them up with the red, maybe. It was definitely something. There was definitely a chance there. I think at the end of that day, if I had done something, if I stayed on this side of things, maybe gone to the tomb, Mysterious Box, or Banner Protection. Banner Protection could have been pretty big, actually, but I ended up just running out of cards. I ran out of attack in my deck, like very literally. I mean, taking that Snowstorm, Tomb could have been pretty helpful. I mean, Tovek did declare end of round him. I killed this guy as it was. Had I moved into there, I'd have provoked an attack from him. So that artifact didn't end up being all that useful. I mean, the Horn of Wrath could have been good. Yeah, there were some cards I could have liked here. I mean, Soul Harvester, Shield of the Fallen King. There could have been some things that really helped. Sword of Justice. Like, I just did not get a real good game-breaking card. Banner of Fear would have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, I just ended up, like, when you have preparation in the final round and, like, you're about to siege a city and there's literally not a card on your deck that looks like it's going to help you. That's a pretty bad sign. So it is what it is. Muddled through, tried some different things. It's definitely showing a little bit of rust. But 5 damage. Ultimate Mages do 5 damage brutal? Do they? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's 10. Oh, right. Yeah, that would have been enough. So I would have been knocked out. I mean, it obviously didn't matter. Yeah, I would have been knocked out. I could have assigned. What, I took 2 from here. Yeah. 2. How do they end up getting 6? 2, 2, 2. And I took none from there. Yeah, I would have gotten knocked out. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, there's nothing. If I assigned that, he's got 10 points of damage. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I would not have been able to do it. Yeah, I would have got knocked out again. That's really bad. Yeah, I think if the banner command came out earlier, you give me a shot to, like, add the Ultim Guardians or even have a second catapult. I ended up being really mana poor though, so that was, like, super unfortunate. I got so hyped on, like, all right, let me avoid that guy, let me get over here, but then just forgot that I wasn't going to have any card draw. If I stay on this side of the line, I mean, even if I go there, I could just, like, pillage, get a big hand, try to do some kind of crazy counterattack combo. I probably should have gone to the tomb. But in that day, it's still 5 movement in, and I was pretty light. The round had gone, if I remember correctly, the round had gotten pretty away from me. I think I pulled a blue, like, the first turn when he had 4. So I don't know if I would have had enough time, but remember the time I started, I still had to seize the city. Or, I mean, I summoned the Magic Familiars, I seized the city, I recruited. So that's already 3 turns. If I had come here, killed your Draconum, if I had to move 5, kill the Draconum with my units, if I had to move 5, and then I just pull a random dragon, I get another artifact and a spell. Was Snowstorm out at that point? It might have been. So there might have been some possibilities. I left some extra power on the on the on the on the map out there instead of kind of thinking through it. I just got really hyped up. Let me get to that mage tower, or let me get to that monastery, but probably a mistake. The other thing too, by burning the monastery down, I nullified one of the potential good things with Banner Command in that getting a 5th unit out. But you know, I think I was just hoping to get lucky with a really good draw from the artifact deck, and it just wasn't there. So, all right, let me do. Holy cow! Yeah, I probably would have killed the orcs to delay, get the banner in hand, or at least kill the stupid dragon. You have a bunch of elemental attack. The dragon is not fortified, just siege. You could have killed the illusionist in range. Could have killed the illusionists in range. Oh, these guys? Yeah. Uh, right. I could have. Maybe. Oh, I had like the siege attack. I forget what I did. Oh no, because these guys wouldn't have helped me. I'd have to. I don't remember what the hell was in my hand, dude. You will take it a same number of wounds. Expect like you have the time to cycle back to the banner. Crank does not have motivation. They're just great factory workers. If you pull this off, I'll raise my glass to you. Consider, hello, Greg. I'm so sad I missed the beginning. I thought you were forgetting Maze Night on these weeks, so it's nice to see you back. Hard challenge, though. Yeah, dude. I will never forget Maze Night. I just haven't had a chance to play. You're in a blue city, so add damage to elemental attacks. If you cannot kill enough to level and get Tovus motivation, this is basically moot. You'll end up in slow recovery, more or less, certainly. We could go kill some fools, but that's actually another good point too. Like, I didn't need to really retcon that because I knew I was killing enough that I would have gotten Tovex. Oh wait, but I didn't even get that to the final. I didn't get this till the 2nd siege. Right. So yeah, that wasn't gonna work. Mason's Harsh Mistress, look at all the backtracking. You didn't have an action, you could have flipped back your skill. Great team, by the way. Love your amazing Gaia content. Gaia content. This difficulty is absolutely brutal. I can barely eke out a win of 5-8. Just keep playing the game. Matthew Harris took me years to get up above that level. It needs the patience and learning. Wow, a lot of good times ahead. Greg is trying to block when he is anyway getting knocked out. It is kind of cute. Just keep the guy and use them for attacking. Oh, you mean the units are better spent on the offense? At some level, you leave your units alone and simply flood your hand with wounds. This allows you to use the skill to draw extra cards, and resting simply discarding. Cool. Greg, you can use familiars for additional damage to kill the guardians. That's your best chance to do that. And let's play Find the Monk with Greg. Yeah, I had aspirations. The fact that they were I knew I had counterattack in my hand, and I just was like, I was hoping I could kind of level some kind of big combo with the block 7 for the familiars. But yeah, I think you're right. I probably, if I can have knocked out one more unit early, um, it would have made things a little different. I still think I was a good what? I mean, the attack I would have needed. I mean, these are 19 just physical attack, and then you have another 30, another 15 elemental attack, or another 30. I mean, I 49 attack. I was very, very 49 physical attack away was very, very far away. Also, heroes would have had +1 armor, so you did not do enough damage to kill them. I did, because they did the -1 because of I played the spell. I played Demolish, so they were at a 5. That was actually legit. You cannot play temporal while resting. It is an action. That's a good point. Point taken. I would have had to take another turn for that. The freezing added plus your damage also means you would have had to disband another unit or simply taken the wound to your hands. You're getting knocked out anyway, meaning you still have the brown. The bowman. Oh, that's a good point. If I was getting knocked out anyway, yeah, like I leave the bowman. I leave whoever hell I killed off, and I just get knocked out. Like, who cares? Yeah, that would have made sense. Ultimates do 5 damage, brutal. This perhaps the crux here. You ran out of cards. Whatever you would have pulled simply was not enough damage in there, especially with the resistant units. Can you pillage if your reputation is totally spent? Matthew, yes, you can. Pillage early and often. Actually, don't pillage that early, that often. But yeah, you can, anything that, reputation is an effect, it is not a cost. And that's important to remember. So if anything says, hey, when you burn down a monastery, you lose reputation, or if you pillage, you lose reputation, ruthless coercion, anything that lowers your reputation, sieging a fortified site, all of that is an effect of what you've done, but it is not a requirement. It's not a cost. So you can absolutely get all the benefits of doing the actions and taking, proceeding as if you had unlimited negative reputation. Like it gets to X and that's it. So, and the nice thing is, if you get to X, but then you leave a dragon or something and you kill it, then you get back the 2. So you don't go negative. So you can get reputation back and then start interacting again, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I think the one thing that newer players make, myself included, is that you get very worried about your reputation. I tend to, unless I'm playing as Norowas, and even then, I tend to use the opportunities at the higher levels. I mean, you really need to get the cards. Again, I'm 49 attack away, 49 physical attack away. I mean, elemental attack would have made it so much easier, but I did not have the power in this deck to do what I needed to do, and that's my fault. I mean, I should have realized that in day 3, and just as like, I need to go to this tomb. I put myself in a corner over here with A, no way to get cards, and B, no way to no way to get card draw, and B, no way to get better cards. I think another unfortunate thing about how this playthrough came out is that I didn't ever really get a keep strategy going. And I think, if this White City, where the hell is it? Where are you, White City? If the tiles had come out this way, such that it was the blue White City, but it was that way, that's actually a lot better for me. Because then I could kill that keep, and all of a sudden my card draw is I have 2 more cards a turn, which when I'm playing Mass Expose and I'm playing Demolish, gives me more of a chance. I'm still probably several damage short. I think what I was hoping for in my head is I can keep using Savage Frenzy. At some point the math got crazy, and obviously I was making mistakes, and I appreciate Saget pointing them out. I think that's important for people that are learning, just to realize, one, this game's, it's really easy to make a lot of mistakes, but also, two, like, make sure that I'm not teaching you bad things. I definitely appreciate that. Being on camera and trying to do something at this level it does, I do think, increase my likelihood of making mistakes, at least, that's what I like to tell myself. Well, who knows how accurate that is. Saget says, keep this in mind, though. The style of play that Greg, or I for that matter, follow is quite unusual in some ways. Fast and loose, seems real aggressive. Mike Owens, Greg might be good at the game, but he's probably the wrong person to be watching for learning. I half agree with that. I think it's nice to see where this goes, but I do highly recommend, like, Liz Davidson has a strong learning series. I think Heavy Cardboard did one. Paul Grogan has done some more intro-friendly rules videos. I think both Spirit Island and Mage Knight, as you're learning, I'm not the most beginner friendly. Like, if you go back to my old stuff, but they're a tough watch, man. The audio is not great, the video is not great, but I was a little bit slower. I did do like a what the heck did I do? It's like a 9-12 or something on on uh on Rolling Solo's channel, that I spent a lot more time explaining things, because he doesn't do a lot of Mates Night anymore. So if you go Adam Smith, Rolling Solo, huge channel, but I posted a video on his channel probably about a year and a half ago at this point. Saget says, I think the bigger miss was the movement around the tower. If you reveal the core 1 round sooner, you get to use the banner, and I think that unit strategy works out a bit better. Yeah, that was bad. that was bad. The fact that I just got so locked in on using a red, and the fact that I could have used the blue and done what I wanted to do was really. But again, I think it's one thing I'm trying to rush a little bit on camera, and missing that was a pretty bad miss. Um, Sajid, hey, here's the greatest truth. Hey, here is the greatest truth. If you play solo when no one is watching, then you make no mistakes. Mike Owen says Ricky Royal for show. Sure, yeah. I can't believe I forgot Ricky Royal. Yeah, Ricky Royal was definitely a place I went to and learned from myself back in the day. Sajid says this is a more of an advanced level course. Sajid says, man, I really like the early vids too. Yeah, I like them for just kind of, I think they're funny. I think that's funny to see, where you start with something like this. But I do hope to do more Maze Night. I was in a really nice rhythm where I was doing Maze Night once a week, and then Spirit Island. Like I was alternating Spirit Island and Maze Night, and obviously I've gotten far afield from that. Again, a lot of it's just transition process from me not doing 3 to 4 videos a week, and just feeling some sense of responsibility to do the review copies and stuff that were sent my way. So as as that number of games that I feel compelled to get on the channel diminishes, we'll be coming more of this. So I think within the next 6 months to a year, you'll just see Maze Night and Spirit Island kind of dominating the channel, along with Dawn of the Zeds and Gaia and Uprising. It's gonna be my top 10 more often than not. Going forward. So, but tune in on Friday. We'll Rock Manor games again. I have Maximal Apocalypse they sent me. I have a bunch of Rock Manor stuff I want to get on the channel in the next few months, but we will be doing a playthrough of again, Merchants of Magic. Merchants of Magic is a roll and write set in the Set of Watch universe. Speaking of games I really want to get back on the channel. We'll get there. So check out that on Friday if you get a chance. And then I'm away this weekend, but next week we'll be back with something. I might just knock out Trailblazers before it gets too late, and especially as we get into the holiday season, and people might want to be finding like nice smaller games that might make a good gift for someone in their life. Sajid says it's all good. We take what we can get. If it wasn't past 2 a.m., I would launch a game myself right now. Well, I'm gonna go make myself dinner right now. Another unfortunate reality of my timeline now is when I used to be streaming at 11 a.m. my time. It was I had eaten a late breakfast. I get lunch. I was good. I'd be hungry for dinner, and now I'm just like ravenously hungry by the time I finish these things. So, but this was cool. Any questions, comments, epiphanies? Put them in the comment section below. I hope seeing me kind of work through that final battle was interesting and informative, and kind of gives you an idea of some of the things I try to like really verbalize, like how I'm thinking through it, and knew that I had made some mistakes to get me into a bad spot. But I felt like there was still a chance of pulling out a win with my skills and whatnot, and the units that I had, but unfortunately that was not meant to be. Dan Roberts, smaller games like Aeon Trespass Odyssey. No. Yeah, bigger games. I'm I don't know. The days of putting the bigger games on the channel might be, they're just so hard to set up for solo, and I play a lot of I'm playing a lot of Frosthaven with friends, and I'm gonna start an Oathsworn campaign with a friend. Maybe I'll put an Oathsworn scenario on there if it's out, and I'm just like, oh, screw it, we'll kind of put it on. But I am about to retire my character in Frosthaven, so I might do another solo scenario pretty soon. So we'll see. I really, really like the Bone Shaper, so I've been reluctant to retire. Cheers. Take care. Say hi to the rest of the family. Says Sajid. Thank you, sir. Matthew Harris. Thanks for the insights, everyone. Yeah, anytime, man. I used to be on the comments like all the time, but put a comment there, like ask a question. It might take me a minute, but I'll get back to you. Also, the Mage Night group on Facebook is phenomenal. I used to contribute to them a lot. They stopped letting me contribute as a channel because they changed the policy for the Facebook group. But now I'm on there personally, but I cover and I stalk the page a bit. But yeah, the people on there are great. Including like Dursu, who Warlord Drake, who you saw on here. He's does some cool stuff with Maze Knight. Mike, would you say this as if Maze Knight is an easy setup? I mean, it's a lot easier than Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Sadja says Maze Knight is a super quick setup once you have done it a few hundred times. Yeah, no doubt. Hillman, cool. Maze Knight setup isn't too bad compared to TI4. Well, I mean, right. That's well said. All right, this has been real. I'm hungry. I'm about to start eating my arm off, which might make good TV or really, really terrible TV, but is not something I like to do. I'm kind of partial to my arm. So I'm going to go. This is great. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. And until next time, happy gaming.
Son